You ever wake up to the sound of your walls shaking from music that isn't even yours? Yeah, that was my morning. I thought someone was pounding on my front door, but no. It was my new neighbor blasting music so loud it felt like my entire house was vibrating. What I did next? Let's just say he won't be playing DJ again anytime soon. If you've ever had that one neighbor who thinks they own the whole block, hit that like button right now. Because this is about standing your ground, claiming your peace, and serving revenge the metal way. When I first moved to the countryside, I thought I was escaping noise forever. After years of living in a crowded suburb where every car alarm and barking dog echoed through thin apartment walls, I finally had land, 3 acres of it, just me, my new house, and peace. At least, that's what I thought. You see, my nearest neighbor's plot was about half the size of mine, but their house sat right on the edge closest to me. Still, several hundred feet separated us, enough that you shouldn't even hear someone sneeze, let alone what was coming. It happened early one morning. I woke up to this bang, then another. It was so sharp and constant, I actually thought someone was slamming on my front door. My heart jumped. I grabbed a shirt, stepped outside, and the sound changed. It wasn't knocking, it was bass. Thick, stomach-shaking, low-frequency bass, the kind that rattles window frames and makes your chest vibrate. And then I heard it, that same repetitive beat, the same 1, 2, 3, 4 boom, 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 boom rhythm that you find in every generic Spanish rap track. It was everywhere. Even from hundreds of feet away, his speakers were screaming across the swampy air. Now, I didn't even hate these people at first. When I moved in, I actually tried to introduce myself. Be a friendly neighbor, you know? A few days earlier, I saw the father mowing his lawn. I walked over, smiled, and waved. He looked at me. Didn't stop the mower. Didn't wave back. Just gave me this dirty, almost disgusted look, like I didn't belong there. I found out later why. Apparently, his kids used to ride their dirt bikes all over my land before construction started. Even after the builders put up fences and machinery, those little daredevils kept sneaking in. They tore up the ground so badly that my builder had to personally kick them off. And then came the incident. One morning, the construction crew showed up to find my half-built house covered in garbage. Toilet paper in the rafters, soda cans smashed into the mud, even some spray paint on the frame. They lost an entire day cleaning it up. And I knew exactly where the trail of dirt bike tracks led, straight to my neighbor's yard. So, yeah, we were not starting off great. That morning, as the bass shook the air, I tried to keep calm. I mean, who wants to start a war with their neighbors, right? I walked across the property line and knocked on their door. Nothing. I waited. Knocked again. Louder. Still nothing, but I knew they were home. I could literally hear laughter behind the door, see the curtain move. They were ignoring me. At that moment, I wasn't angry. Not yet. I was disappointed. I had just moved here for peace, and this family had decided that my peace didn't matter. So I went back inside, tried to drown it out, but the music just kept going, louder, mocking me, and that's when something inside me snapped. You know that moment where frustration becomes clarity? That's where I was. I looked out my window at my truck, my beautiful big truck with an upgraded sound system and a subwoofer that could shake heaven. And I thought, if they want to play this game, fine, but they better be ready for my playlist. I grabbed my keys, walked out with the calm of a man about to commit a righteous act, and drove my truck to the edge of my property, right along the line that separated mine from theirs. I parked, rolled down the windows, and queued up the loudest. The most brutal track I knew, Raining Blood by Slayer, a storm of guitars. Double bass drums that hit like thunder. Screams that could wake the dead. When I hit play, it was divine chaos. Every note, every scream blasted through the swampy morning air. It was loud enough to make the birds scatter from the trees. For 15 glorious minutes, I let that song unleash everything I had bottled up. The disrespect, the trashing, the mockery. Every vibration was payback. Every scream in the song was justice. I sat in my driver's seat, sipping coffee, watching their curtains twitch. The same curtain that had peeked at me earlier now moved like someone was panicking behind it. Then I saw it, the father storming to his front door. He opened it, took one step outside, and froze. We made eye contact. I didn't say a word. I just raised my cup in a little cheers motion and let the guitar solo rip. He stood there for maybe 5 seconds, red-faced, before retreating back inside. The music on their end stopped, completely. After 15 minutes, I turned my truck off and waited. Silence, not a single sound from their house. For the first time that morning, the swamp felt peaceful again. Since that day, they haven't played loud music, no dirt bikes on my land, no dirty looks, nothing but quiet. Guess Slayer speaks a universal language. Respect your neighbor. There's something powerful about that moment right after revenge. Not because you won, but because balance is restored. I didn't scream at them. I didn't call the cops. I just gave them a taste of their own medicine. Turned their chaos back on them. Sometimes peace isn't given. You've got to earn it. Or in my case, blast it back at 120 decibels. Looking back, it wasn't about the noise. It was about respect. The moment people think they can walk over you, they will. But when you stand your ground, even the loudest ones go silent. So, what do you think? Was I wrong, or did I handle that perfectly? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if this story made you smile, smash that like button, subscribe for more satisfying revenge stories every week, because sometimes karma needs a little help, and we're just here to make sure it gets delivered loud and clear.